Assalamu alaikum, brother Abid.
Walaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Can you guys see me now?
Yes.
Alhamdulillah. Okay, just give me a quick second. I'm going to post the video live so that people can watch it.
Allahu Akbar kabira.
Assalamu alaikum, Abid bhai.
Ji, walaikum salam.
Please,
Okay, I'm gonna assign you co-host right now.
भाई ये बंद कर दीजिए, मुझे क्लास हो रही है. बंद कर दीजिए.
Okay. Mute myself. Okay, inshallah, we'll start. Okay, inshallah. So, nahmaduhu wa nusalli ala rasulihil kareem. Amma ba'ad. فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قال الله تعالى إن هدى الله هو الهدى وقال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم خيركم من تعلم القرآن وعلمه ربي اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي اللهم أرحمني بالقرآن العظيم واجعله لي إماما ونورا وهدى ورحمة واجعله لي حجة يا رب العالمين ربي يسر ولا تؤسر وتمم بالخير السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Walaikum
Assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
So, Alhamdulillah, once again, with the extreme mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we are gathered here, and inshallah, we are going to continue our journey, and we are on session number 4. And I hope and I pray that everyone is enjoying these lessons and we're finding them beneficial, because now when we read the Quran, we have a better understanding of things. Yes?
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
So now today we are going to first do a quick review of what we did last time, and it will be a very brief review. So I hope that you have reviewed on your own and you have studied. So this will be about how to make a negative nominal sentence. And there are following words which we use before the nominal sentence to negate it. Which are those words? Laysa, we have ma, we have la, we have lata, and we have in. Now we have covered these laysa, ma, la in quite detail in the last 2 sessions. We are not going to cover the lata and in. I'm sure you can find some examples in the Quran. However, we have covered the one which are most widely used, which is laysa, ma, and la. And I'm sure in is there, but in is used mostly as a condition, like if, and lata is used few places, not too much. So inshallah, but the idea is the same. The rules are the same in that it negates the nominal sentence. And then what happens is there is a change. What is the change? For example, Zaidun Salihun, that Zaid is a righteous, Zaid is righteous, is a positive sentence. Zaidun is Mubtada and Salihun is the khabar. And how do you make it negative? You put the word ma before that, but then there is a change. What is the change? The khabar has changed the status. The khabar was in Rafa and now it is in Nasab. Is everybody clear about these little rules now, that why we change from Salihun to Salihan? If you're not clear about that, then maybe you need to review and try to get that clarity out of the way. Yeah? Are we good so far?
Alhamdulillah.
Okay.
Ji, alhamdulillah.
So we know this, what is this, right? Okay, good. Let me check somebody's. Sister Uneza, are you with us today?
Yes.
Okay. So is it possible if you can keep an eye on the WhatsApp group, and maybe if somebody is asking for something, can you help them?
Yes, inshallah.
Thank you. Do that. So one change is that the khabar changes the status to nasab, and we don't call it mubtada and khabar anymore. We call it ismu ma and ismu khabru ma. Now, if there was laysa, then we say ismu laysa, khabru laysa. If this was la, then it would be ismu la or khabru la. So the name is changing based on the letter, but it will be called ismu of that letter and khabru of that letter. Is that also clear? So this is khabru ma. All right. Now we also learned that we can introduce the harf jar ba with a kasra, and that create emphasis also in the negative. Ma Zaidun salihan. Zaid is not righteous. And when you use the word be salihin, then you're saying he's never righteous or he's not righteous at all. You're creating an emphasis. You are kind of giving a certificate that this person is not righteous. So this letter ba or this letter B here is a harf jar. So harf jar have this quality that any nouns which comes after that, it is supposed to be in the status of jar. So that is why the han is changed into hin. Okay. We use the word laysa. The laysa is used to negate nominal sentence, and it means is not or not. It acts grammatically like a past tense verb. So we have the design or the structure that laysa will come before the subject or in the beginning of the nominal sentence and the khabar, and then it's do the same thing that the khabar will be changed into nasab. Yes. So laysa Zaidun Taliban. That Zaid is not a student. Okay. And what else we know? That the subject will stay rafa and the khabar will change into nasab, and it will be known as ismu laysa and khabru laysa. Yeah. So a quick show of hand that this is nothing but review, and you guys are now very actively, you know what this is.
Yeah.
Okay, good, mashallah. All right, we have few people today. Let's see. Let me see. Quickly take a look. Okay. All right. Okay. Then let's see. We'll quickly send the meeting request again because some people have struggled with the meeting request. Okay. You remember this table, and we said since laysa is like a verb, like a past tense, so it has 14 variations. And we don't know verbs yet, but we had this chart so that we know that when we're dealing with a male or a female, first person, second person, third person. So this information will be more clear when we learn the verbs. When we using the law, so we said there are two types of law.
Brother Abid, question.
Yes, Ji brother. Yes.
If we want to create emphasis in Laysa,
Ji.
using Laysa, how will we do that?
You will do the same thing as which you did with ma. You will
Okay.
introduce the preposition ba.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah. Okay,
Because the
thank
rules,
you.
I said, Laisa and ma are identical, so you can basically use the same structure with Laisa. Yeah?
Yeah, thank you.
Well, so we have absolute negation. We call it lie nafi jins. And then we have simple negation. We call it lie nafia. And what does that mean? And this was a very important concept you saw in the Quran many times, that you will come, there will be la, and then after the la, there will be a noun, and the noun will be in three specific conditions, like it will be mansoob, it will be nakira, and it will be have no tanween. And when that happens, you are aware that this is la nafi jins. For example, in the Quran, Surah Al-Baqarah, we saw the words, the ayah, la raiba fi, meaning there is no doubt in it. So when this kind of law comes after before the word raiba, so it completely negate the meaning of raib. Raib mean is doubt. So how would we completely negate the doubt? That absolutely no doubt. Agree? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, this is the book. There is absolutely no doubt in it. Yeah. So that is that a good example of la nafi jins? Yes.
Yes.
Similarly, we also have La ilaha illallah. There is no God except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So that is also a absolute negation of any other false God existing. There is only one God, and that is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay. We also look at the word La dilla, La asima, and then that was the La nafi jins. The simple negation is the where we have the word la before the nominal sentence, but there was a situation that it does not change the status of the subject or the predicate. Does anybody remember what did that mean? Meaning that if you have, you know how when we put the laysa and ma, the khabar change into nasab, but that is not the case with la of simple negation. Everybody clear on that? A show of hand, then you guys understand that. Okay, all right. Okay, all right. One quick second again. Okay.
Abid bhai, can you give example of this simple negation? Just one.
Okay, in the review, I didn't bring a simple negation, but let's say Zaidun Salihun. What is the meaning of Zaidun Salihun?
Zaid is righteous.
Zaid is righteous. If I want to say La Zaidun Salihun, what is the meaning?
He's
Zaid
not
is
righteous.
not
Zaid is not righteous.
But pay attention to the fact that I said La Zaidun Salihun. I did not change the case on the khabar or on the subject. But if I say Laysa Zaidun, then I would have to say Salihan.
And
Yes?
Yes.
Then the khabar will change the status to nasab.
Nasab.
So the simple negation does not change the status on the subject nor the predicate. Is that clear?
Okay.
yeah.
Now, on the absolute negation, we have a totally different rule that after the la, the noun will be in the status of nasab, and it will be nakira, and it will have no tanween. These are the three rules for la nafi jins. Agree?
Mm.
Okay. All right. So that was the quick review of the previous class, and I really don't want you to dwell too much on it. So for that reason, you have a lot of material in the student portal, and throughout the week, I've been sending you enough reminders with the correct, references where to go and where to look at. Now, how many people found that useful when I actually break it down, like where they can go in the video and watch that specific, piece? Did anybody found that useful, or did you ever use it?
Ji, Alhamdulillah, Abid bhai, it was useful, but it's too much work for you. We can find those things at our own too.
Well, thanks to AI, I've been learning how to use the AI. Yes. So guess what? The Gemini, I've been really learning how to ask it to give me those timestamps. And finally, I figured it out. And then you saw that how nicely it gave me the.
It gives you, yes.
Yes. Because
Yes.
otherwise it will take me hours to do that, right?
I was thinking about that you must have done it by AI, right? Yeah.
Alhamdulillah, I'm trying to use it wherever I can. but still a lot of time goes into preparation of these things. So I hope in return, if you can give me 10-15 minutes a day, that will be suffice for me to feel that my work is rewarded. Okay, inshallah. Okay, so
Ji,
today,
Alhamdulillah.
Jazakallah khair. Is the sound quality okay, Brother Ghani?
Perfect.
Okay,
Still, I see some people with iPad or other.
okay,
Not
please,
able.
brothers and sisters, if you can rename your name in the meeting to certain, I mean, more specific names so that we know who you are. For example, there is some person, iPad is Brother Ijaz, I think. So, Brother
just would
Ijaz,
like
do
to
you know?
Assalamu alaikum, brother Abid. Can you guys see me as my name?
Yes, you are Fez. Fez is iPad. So we at least we know that this is you.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, Jazakallah. And the other iPad, I believe, is Brother Ijaz. Brother Ijaz, do you know how to rename yourself? Okay. Anyhow,
he's showing as
he
Abbasi.
did it already. He says Abbasi, which is good. So now everybody's good, Brother Fatmi, or do you still have anybody with a different name?
This is Mujib is on iPad also.
Oh, Mujib. Okay, Jazakallah khair, Mujib. Bhai, how are you?
Alhamdulillah, good. So,
Alhamdulillah. Okay, now let's.
Brother Abed, I have already done.
Jazakallah khair, Brother Ijaz. So today we will introduce the very important concept of inna and akhwatuha, and you will see them in the Quran a lot. So inshallah today when we learn this concept, you will be very happy because you will have a new dimension in understanding the Quranic verses. And I'll demonstrate that with one surah, and then you will appreciate it more inshallah. So inna wa akhwatuha, they are known as sisters because there is a word inna in the Quran, and there are similar words which are sort of in the same category. So they say these are sisters. So inna and its sisters is a group of particles. Particles mean huruf or harf in Arabic that are usually followed by a nominal sentence. So next time, if you see inna or one of these letters or these words, then you can say the sentence coming after it is a nominal sentence. Yeah. So the subject mubtada that comes after inna and its sisters will be called ismo inna, noun of inna, and it will be accusative. So the one thing to note, and I'll demonstrate that also, that in the previous huruf, when we are making the negation, what was changing? The status of the predicate, the status of the khabar was changing. But in the inna and akhwatuha, the status of the subject is going to change. What is going to change?
Subject.
Status of the subject. So it is going to make it mansub, and I'll show you what do I mean by that. And the predicate will be called khabru inna, and it will remain nominative. Is khabar always rafa in a nominal sentence? Yes.
Yeah.
You will stay rafa. But subject also is rafa in a nominal sentence. But if the inna or any of its sisters comes before it, then the subject will change into nasab. With a show of hands, you guys understand what I'm talking about.
Yeah, when inna to take a sister, yeah.
Yes, with a show of hands, please tell me that you understand this. Okay? So what are these letters? These letters or these particles are inna, and the meaning of inna is indeed, verily, anna, that, verily, and ka'anna, as if, lakinna, but, however, layta, if only, and la'alla, perhaps, maybe, hopefully. Now, be honest to yourself. How many times you see these haruf coming in the Quranic verses?
Many
Especially
times.
inna
inna.
and anna. These are the two most frequent particles you will see. If you start to read now and you start paying attention, you'll find inna and anna. Ka-anna is there. Lakinna, in Urdu we say lekin. The word used in Urdu, lekin, is lakinna. Okay?
Yeah.
Laita is a wishful thing with the regret. when you regret having something, or you regret that you could have gotten something but you didn't. So laita is a little bit of a negative, but it's a wishing thing, but with a regret. There is a condition like if only. La'alla is when you hope for something. Hopefully, maybe, perhaps. And this word is also used in the Quran. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will use this, that perhaps Allah will have mercy on you. But the scholars was telling me that whenever you see this word la'alla in the Quran, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is making a statement with la'alla, which means perhaps, maybe, hopefully, but that means this thing is given, meaning Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will do it. Even though he's saying la'alla, but it is guaranteed that he will act upon that statement. Is that clear? Show of hands. We have a good understanding of these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 huruf. Yeah?
Mhm.
Okay. Now, first, we are going to look at an example of each one of them. But in today's lecture, our focus will be mainly on inna. Now, what is one thing you guys can understand from these translation, that this has indeed, verily. So is there some sort of stress in these letters?
Yes.
Indeed, Beshak.
Yes, beshak. So that means there is an emphasis in these letters. Yes.
Yeah.
So these are also known as the particles of nasab. What are they also known as?
Particle of nasab.
Nasab. Why? Because as soon as they come on a nominal sentence, they change the subject, the mubtada, into the
Nasab.
subject of nasab. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's take a look at some examples. So, for example, inna Muhammadun Kareemun. Muhammad is generous. I want to say indeed Muhammad is generous. So look what happened. I'll bring the inna in the beginning, and look what happened to Muhammad. It changed from Rafa to Nasab. Inna Muhammadan Kareemun. Does anything happen to the khabar?
No.
No change to the khabar. But is this mubtada, is this a nominal sentence? Muhammadun Kareemun.
Yeah.
Muhammad is generous is a nominal sentence. So this is mubtada and this is khabar. This is a regular sentence without any stress. When you bring in inna, Muhammadun change into Muhammadan, and Kareemun, the khabar, stays the same. Okay. Now the translation will be, indeed, Muhammad is generous. Now, which statement has more emphasis?
Inna Muhammadan Kareem.
Second one, right?
Inna.
Yeah.
Right. Anna is at-talibu ghaibun. At-talibu ghaibun. Now, by now, we are in module 3. I'm sure you have enough vocabulary to translate this. At-talibu, the student. At-talibu,
The student.
it's a male student, singular. Yes?
Yeah.
Is this word like a marifa? It is common or proper?
Proper.
The proper.
So
For the all.
ghaibun mean absent.
Yeah.
Ghaibun mean somebody who's not present.
Yeah.
So at-talibu ghaibun is a nominal sentence. The student is absent. Yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, when this thing comes in a sentence, first of all, notice one thing. And I want you to point out this in the beginning, and I want you to notice this all along when you see different example. That inna comes in the beginning of the sentence. What is the inna comes?
In the beginning of the sentence.
Beginning. But anna will come little bit in the middle of the sentence or not in the beginning. Let's put it this way.
Yeah.
Okay? When you say ashhadu anna Muhammadar Rasulullah. So when you say ashhadu, then you say anna. Yes?
Yeah.
So over here, alamu mean I know that the student is absent. So the anna is that, and verily it's kind of understood that it has sort of a emphasis on it.
Brother
So,
Abid, can I ask you a
brother.
question?
Yes, brother.
And this you might have explained and I might have missed it, so sorry in advance. When do we use inna and anna? Is there a rule for that?
Okay, so whenever you want to say that, you are
Yes.
going to take anna, yes? And whenever
Oh,
you say indeed, you're going to say inna, yeah?
okay, got it.
Okay, so and what happened here? At-talibu was rafa. Is this the mubtada?
Yeah.
Yeah. And ghaibun is the khabar.
Khabar.
Yeah.
Inna and anna, they are the particles of nasab. But
Yeah.
why do we call them particle of nasab? Because right after, when they come in, they change the mubtada into the status of nasab.
Nasab.
So is this talibu rafa and then at-taliba is nasab?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Now the rest of the people who are listening, a quick show of hands that you are able to follow these guidelines so far.
Yeah.
Okay, good job. Yeah, alhamdulillah. Okay. Then the next one is ka'anna, as if. Al-baytu jadidun, the house is new. Jadid is new. Al-baytu, the house. It's a complete nominal sentence. Al-baytu is the mubtada and jadidun is the khabar. I want to create or I want to add ka'anna to it. So I'm going to say ka'anna al-bayta jadidun. Now ka'anna can come in the beginning of the sentence.
Sentence.
Now did the mubtada change from rafa to nasab?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. And ka'anna mean the translation will be as
As
if
if.
the house is new. As if the house is new. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Lakinna. Okay. So lakinna mean al-asasu kadimun. Al-asas mean furniture. Kadim, old. The furniture is old. I want to say lakinna. I want to say but the furniture is old. So I'm going to say lakinna al-asasu change into al-asasa because this is nasab. Kadimun, old. But the furniture is old. Okay. Layta at-tulabu mujtahiduna. At-tulabu is the plural of student. So the students mujtahiduna are hardworking. Mujtahid is somebody who is a hardworking person. So when we have tulab, are we going to have the khabar as jama too? Yes,
Yeah.
we are going to have. So at-tulabu, is it jama salim or jama mukassar? This is jama
Salim.
mukassar.
Mukassar.
So if jama mukassar, we know that we will look at the last letter, and if there is a dhamma, we know this is rafa. And mujtahiduna is also rafa. This is mubtada, this is khabar. Now I want to put laita. For example, the translation is the students are hardworking. Laita is only if. Remember, laita is only if. So laita at-tullabu mushtahiduna. Okay, but it should be at-tullaba. There is a typo here. You see? You guys see this? There is a typo here.
Yeah.
Yes,
Can be.
yes.
So it should be at-tullaba. Yes. Laita tullaba mujtahiduna, only if only the students are hardworking. Okay. So I'll try to fix it later, but you guys understand tullabu is rafa, so the nasab will be at-tullaba. Okay. La'alla al-imtihanu sahlun. Al-imtihan, the exam, sahlun, easy. The exam is easy. The exam is easy. Al-imtihanu is the mubtada, sahlun is the khabar. Imtihanu is in the status of rafa and it is marifa. When you say la'alla, you say la'alla al-imtihana sahlun. I hope, hopefully the exam is easy. Hopefully the exam is easy. Maybe the exam is easy. The word la'alla means it creates this hopeful feeling, right?
Yeah.
So did the imtihanu change into nasab?
Yeah.
Al-imtihana sahlun?
Yeah.
Yes. Now with a show of hand, with these examples, are you able to see the usage of all these 6 letters? Inna, anna, ka'anna, lakinna, layta, la'alla. What is the simplest rule to remember? These are particles of nasab. Whenever they're going to come in a sentence, they will have an effect on the sentence. And the effect is the subject will change from rafa to
Nasab.
like لعلكم تفلحون.
لعلكم.
تفلحون.
Okay. So now, what are we going to call this? This was mubtada, this was khabar. But over here, we're going to say this is ismu lakinna, khabru lakinna. In this one, this was mubtada, this was khabar. Over here, we're going to say at-tullabu ismu layta, mushtahiduna, khabru layta. Okay? Al-imtihanu mubtada, sahlun, khabrun, la'alla al-imtihana, ismu la'alla, and sahlun is khabru la'alla. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Alhamdulillah. Okay, good. So these were the examples of singular nouns. Yes, Brother Mujib, question?
As these are what you call particle, so it means that they are come before noun only, not
No.
not before verb. Huh?
No, they can, I mean, particles can be before verbs as well.
Oh,
But
okay.
these are the one which come before the nominal sentence.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, in this course, what is our focus?
On
Nominal.
noun sentences.
What are we learning? The advanced level of nominal sentences, right?
Okay,
So
exactly.
that's why we are trying to understand different situations when it comes before. Brother Javed, Assalamu alaikum. Question?
Alaikum.
You want to say?
Can you go back to the first slide? There is a one exception for
Which slide?
Anna.
This one?
Yes.
Ji.
Anna is different from all of them. Where is the difference? Okay, so Anna comes in between.
In between, yes.
Yes. Otherwise, same.
Otherwise, most of them or all of them comes in the beginning, but Anna comes in between.
Yeah.
Okay. Jazakallah khair. Okay. Now, these are the examples of singular nouns and broken plurals. In the singular nouns and broken plurals, we can tell the status by the last, the haraka on the last letter. But when we go into dual, what happens to dual and jama? We have the aina and ina sound. Yes? Okay. So over here, at-talibani maridani. At-talibani, how many students?
Two.
Two. Male. Yes, two male
Yeah.
students.
Yeah.
So the two students are sick, right? I
Yeah.
want to bring inna in front of them. Then what will happen? Talibani is rafa here. Is supposed to change into nasab. It's going to become inna talibaini
Baini.
aridani. Now, inna, is he going to make a change on the mubtada or is he going to change on the khabar?
Mubtada.
Mubtada.
So, and the change will be from rafa to nasab.
Nasab.
Okay. So, if you are good with your module 1 understanding, at-talibani is the rafa for dual and at-talibaini is the nasab for dual. A show of hands that you guys still understand this. You
Yeah.
guys remember it
Yes.
from module 1.
Yeah.
So you see how important it is that the very first course we did is the building block even today for understanding this concept. Yeah. So indeed, the two students are sick. If you didn't know this, if you had said inna talibani maridani, then you have basically made a wrong sentence. Yeah. Okay. Al-muallimuna hadiruna. The teachers are present. The teachers are present. Now, is al-muallimuna jama salim mudhakkar?
Yeah.
Okay. So, what is the nasab of al-muallimuna?
Muallimin.
Limuna.
Innal muallimina
Limina.
hadiruna. That's a good question. Just 1 second. Okay. So, indeed, the teachers are present. Now, as you can see, the rules are very simple and it's a very easy concept. As long as we know the rules and we know how to tell the status of singulars and broken plurals and the dual and the jama salim muzakkar and jama salim muannas, then everything is so easy to understand. Agree? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So now, if you have understood that, and obviously we will see a lot more example today, later in the day. So by the end of the day, you will have a very good understanding. And I'm sure even by now, most of you have a good solid understanding. So can you give me a show of hands that you are following this? Mashallah, everything is good.
Yeah.
So Brother Taj, do you know how to raise hand?
Not with the computer.
Okay. So there is just an icon of a hand. It says reaction. And inside the reaction, there is something called raise hand. Yeah. So just simply raise your hand and mute yourself for now, inshallah.
Inshallah.
Okay. So today, out of the 6 letters, we are going to talk about inna, right? And as we said, these letters create emphasis in a nominal sentence. Yes? When we say emphasis, we are trying to create some sort of more powerful statement. So for that, we have the following presentation, and inshallah you will see. There is a letter. Okay, before we get into that, look at this word, Zaidun Jalisun fil masjid. What is the meaning of Zaidun Jalisun fil masjid? That Zaid is sitting
In the
in the
masjid.
masjid. Yeah. So Zaidun is the mubtada, and this is the nominal sentence. This is the khabar, and this fil masjidi is muta'alliq. You guys agree?
Yes.
Just I'm trying to give you a little bit of a review on a nominal sentence with mubtada, khabar, and muta'alliq. Why are we calling fil masjidi muta'alliq? Because fil masjidi is the murakkab jari, is the jar al majrur, right?
Brother Abid,
Ji.
you know that fil masjidi, should it be fil masjidi?
Okay, yeah, so you're right. He made a mistake on the writing. It should be fil masjidi. I'm saying fil masjidi, but it is right fil masjid.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it is fil masjidi. Jazakallah khair.
Wayyakum.
Yeah, because of the fee, the masjid has to be in the status of jar. He wrote it wrong. The person who did the writing, he made a mistake. Okay, but we understand mubtada is Zaid, Jalisun is the khabar, and fil masjidi is the nominal sentence. Yes. And we know that one of the sequence of a nominal sentence is mubtada, khabar, and muta'alliq. Yes. Now, can you see this? Zaidun fil masjidi. Again, same mistake he made here. Now, is Zaidun fil masjidi, does this also looks like a nominal sentence?
Yes.
The khabar is removed, right?
Yes.
The khabar is removed, right?
It's muta'alliq.
Okay. So now we know that when khabar is removed, the muta'alliqs become the active khabar.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Zaidun is still the mubtada. Yeah. Okay. So inna is known as harfu tawqid wa nasab. What is tawqid in Urdu or in Arabic? Emphasis. Particle of emphasis and accusative case. What do we call the nasab in English?
Accusative.
Accusative case. Yes. So inna has many meanings. It will have meaning like indeed, verily, truly, surely. And all of these meanings mean some sort of emphasis. It is only used in a nominal sentence, al-jumlatul ismiya. It is a particle of emphasis. It makes the subject mubtada of the sentence accusative, meaning mansoob. Yes. The analysis of the nominal sentence changes as follow when it contains inna. Now let's do this demonstration. Al-kitabu jadidun, that's a nominal sentence without any stress. The book is new. Yes. This is mubtada and this is khabar. Yes. Is the mubtada in the status of rafa?
Yes.
Yes. Is the khabar in the status of rafa? Yes. Then, so you can see the khabar is marfu. Marfu mean status of rafa. Now we brought in inna. You see, inna came in the picture. Then look what happened to kitabu. It changed into al kitaba, and jadidun stayed the same. Indeed, because of the word inna in the translation, we included indeed. We could have said verily, We could have said truly. We could have said surely. Follow? And you will see these translation differently in different Qurans. But indeed is the most understood word. Okay? So then what happened? Inna is the harfu tawqidin wa nasbin. Why do we call it? Did we call it harf inna as particle of nasab?
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
So in Arabic we will call it harfu nasab, right? And does it also create emphasis? Is it indeed? उर्दू में ताकीद करना किसको कहते हैं? जोर देने को, right? किसी चीज को बार बार मेक श्योर करने को कि ये करना है. जी ब्रदर गनी, क्वेश्चन.
You said that inna is harfu nasab.
Yes.
This happened because there is a nasab al-kitaba. Because of that it has become nasab?
Yes, it is called harf nasab because it forces the mubtada to change its status to nasab. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Yes, that is why we call it, this is harf nasab. And also create emphasis, we also call it harf tawqid or harf taqid. Okay. So now what happened? The mubtada will no longer be called mubtada. It will be called ismu inna. And the khabar will be called khabru inna. And then what happened to al-kitab? It changed into mansoob. Yes. So far, all these statements I have made, do you see in this presentation, everything is in front of your eyes?
Yeah.
With a simple example. Is
Yeah.
everything clearly marked here for you guys?
Yeah.
Yes, brother Abid. Like innal insana lafi khusr.
Gigi. So with a show of hands, the people who are quiet, can you see the picture that what happened from when the moment you added inna, what happened to all of these things? Yes. The main thing which got affected is the mubtada. Yes. The mubtada changed into from rafa to
Nasab.
and that is one reason we are calling this word inna as the letter of accusation or accusative or harf nasab. Okay. So sort of a trigger. Anytime it's going to come in a nominal sentence, it's going to trigger the effect on the mubtada and change the status to rafa. Brother Ghani, you have a question?
No, it was just, I didn't lower the hand.
Okay, so you can see this arrow is telling you the mubtada is now called ismu inna and the khabar will be called khabru inna. So this is the demonstration through the presentation of whatever statements we have been reading all along. So inshallah, this should make you understand this again and again. And then when we dealt in the examples later, inshallah, you will see more and more information coming your way. Okay. Now, Zaydun Salihun, Zayd, this is the nominal sentence, yes? So we have two letters of emphasis. We have the lam with the fatha. We call it lam taqid. What do we call it? Lam taqid, right? And we have inna. We call it harfe taqid, right? Used for emphasis. Now, I want to say Zayd is righteous, yes? I'm going to apply first the letter lam and it's going to become la Zaydun salihun. La Zaydun salihun. Now, how many people have seen this kind of style in the Quran? This letter lam with the fatha. There is a lot of statements in the Quran. Next time when you look at it, you will find this la Zaydun salihun. So what is happened now? What is the translation? Indeed, Zayd is righteous. So do we see some emphasis in there? Yes, we do. Now, but what happened? Did anything change on the mubtada or anything change on the khabar?
No.
No change. Yes? When you use the letter lam as emphasis, it will sit on the mubtada, la Zaydun salihun. Nothing changed. There is no change.
Yeah,
But
simple negation.
No, this is not the negation lam, by the way.
Okay.
This is lam taqid, the lam of emphasis.
The emphasis.
Yeah, don't get confused. When you say inna, then we know that inna is going to affect the mubtada and change from rafa to nasab. And salihun will stay the same. Okay. So then we will see This Zaidun or Zaidan is ismu inna. This Salihun is khabru inna. Then there is a change. Zaidan is changed into mansub. Okay. Is this demonstration clarifying this idea again in your brain? That what happens when you use these particles?
Yeah,
Yes,
yes.
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Okay. So then, oh, by the way, let's go back for a second. Now you might be asking, which one has more emphasis? La Zaidun Salihun has more emphasis, or Inna Zaidan Salihun it has more access?
Look like inna, brother Abid.
No.
No.
When you have these sentences, the emphasis, the level of emphasis is the same. Whether you use La Zaidun Salihun or Inna Zaidan Salihun, you are basically creating the same emphasis. Yeah?
So when do we use a la and when do we use inna?
Up to you.
Up to, okay.
Yeah. Right? So, inshallah, you will see a lot of places the word La Zaidun is used. Brother Javed, question?
Yes. Can we increase more emphasis in
Yes,
the
it's coming. Just hold that thought. Okay.
Like-
So, in this example, we had two words or two alphabets or two particles, the Lam-e Taqid and the Harf-e Taqid or Harf-e Taqid Inna. So when we use them alone, they create similar or equal emphasis. Now, Brother Javed is asking, what if I want to create more emphasis? And I told him that, hold on, I'm coming there. So far with this slide, are we good that I can use Lam-e Taqid or I can use Inna? But the thing I need to notice, when I use Lam-e Taqid, there is no change in the status of either the Muqtada or Khabar. But with Inna, the Muqtada has to change. Yes? Yes, no? Possible?
Yeah. Yes.
All right, good. So now let's look at what happens when we use them together. So first I said Zaidun Salihun, and then I said Inna Zaidan La Salihun. Do you see the harf-e tawqid Inna and then Lam-e Taqid Inna or Lam-e Taqid here?
Yeah.
Now, where did I put the Lam-e Taqid? Inna has to come in the beginning, right?
Yeah.
And the Lam-e Taqid has to come, if they're coming together, has to come somewhere in between the sentence, not in the beginning. So over here, the translation is now, indeed, Zaid is surely righteous. Are there two words of emphasis in this sentence?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So if I say something like this, Wallahi, inna Zaidan la salihun. Now is the meaning Wallahi is by Allah,
Yeah.
by God? Indeed, Zaid is surely righteous. So how many level of emphasis I have in the second sentence?
3.
3.
Yeah.
In the first sentence, I have 2
Yeah.
levels of, taqid, emphasis. A show of hands that you guys are understanding this. Very good. Okay. And by the way, right now, I am doing the talking. In the second half, inshallah, you will be answering all these questions. So when you're raising hand, make sure that you truly understand what I'm talking about. Yeah? Okay. So there is a possibility that you can use both Lam-e Taqid and Harf-e Taqid Inna in the same sentence. If you bring them in the same sentence, yes, then the level goes to double. And Inna will come in the beginning and the Lam-e Taqid will come little bit after. It will not come right after Inna. It will come little bit later in the sentence. And then if you create more emphasis, you will say, you will take an oath, and you can take the oath by whoever you want to, you know. And this is like normal in every language. When you want to make somebody believe you, you start taking oaths. Yes, Brother Ghani, you have a question?
Can you go back to the previous slide?
You mean this one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So with lam ta'kid, the mubtada is with that dhamma, right? So that is the doer. With inna zaidan, zaid becomes a
Nasab.
nasab,
Yeah.
and that's the subject, right?
That's the subject. Yeah, mubtada, yeah, subject.
So the sentence changes then now in this with rafa and with nasab.
With inna, it has to change, and that is why we call this inna has an effect. The inna is called the particle of nasab. Yeah.
Okay.
So it is a trigger. It cannot let mubtada in the status of nasab, so it forces it to change into nasab, and that is the quality of inna. Yeah.
Okay.
So remember this.
Mhm.
The quality of inna is that it is going to change the status of the mubtada into nasab.
Got
Yeah.
it.
Whenever there is inna, it changes the.
Yes. Brother Ashfaq, you have a question?
One question. So when we add the la in front of the sentence, so if we like we've already studied that it would creates a negation as well. So what's the difference then?
Okay, look, is the la attached with the mubtada?
Yes.
In the negation, is it attached or is it before it separately?
Yeah, that's a separate one.
Right?
Yeah.
So that is one distinction.
Okay.
Now you're not gonna say this is la. You're gonna say la
Yeah.
zaid. This is the shorter one, la zaidun.
Yeah.
And this is the rule of the
Al-Salaam
tajweed
alaykum.
also. Because if you say la zaidun, you make it negative.
Okay.
That is the rule. This is the if you sit down with the teacher and read Quran, and this thing, if you read like la zaidun, he's gonna say you negated the sentence. You made
Okay.
it. You change the meaning of the sentence. La zaidun, very little la, short.
Okay.
And the second thing is it is attached to the mubtada. You see,
Okay.
it is
Yeah.
attached to the mubtada. It's not on the side here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And it doesn't
Understood.
have the alif also. La
It
is
doesn't
with
have the
alif.
alif also.
Alif,
See?
alif. Yeah.
Because the la has alif in it, right? So these are very good observations, and I'm very glad that you brought it out. We should be very aware of this. So sometime when I'm reading Quran with my sheikh, and if I am not careful about the length of the la, he would say that you have changed the meaning of the ayah.
Thank you. Thank you.
So where were we? We were on this ayah. We made it double emphasis by bringing both inna and lam ta'kid in the sentence. And then we took an oath to make the third level of emphasis in the sentence. Are we enjoying this, by the way? And when you see the actual example from the Quran, then you will be shaking your head that, oh, wow, this is what we have been learning right now. Yeah? So with a quick show of hand that you guys can appreciate the level of emphasis and how simply we can create them. Yeah. Okay. Then let me show you something. So what are so far we have looked at 3 levels of emphasis, but technically there are 4 levels of emphasis in the Quran. So first, like this is the chart. I can show you that you will take the oath, you will add the letter wow, because the wow is a preposition, right? This letter wow is a preposition, because remember when we were learning the huruf jara, wow was one of them, and we said this is the wow of the oath. Yes.
Yeah.
Wallahi, wallahi mean by God. And in the Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala take oaths on several things. Wal layli, wal asri. Remember those things? Yeah, watini was zaytun. So that is another oath. So when you want to create emphasis in your statement, you will take an oath. Level 1. You are going to put inna in there. Level 2. Then you will put lame ta'kid. That is level 3. Then the 4th level is you look at the person who's making the statement. Does that also create an emphasis? For example, in a school, if the principal is making a statement versus the person who is the peon or a clerk or somebody, he is making the statement. Whose statement has more emphasis? Principal, because he is higher in position. Yes.
You can say people with authority.
People with authority. So the people with authority, when they make a statement, they carry more weight. Their statement has more emphasis. Yeah. So now this is the I think we have been waiting for this. So this statement in the Quran, you know, Surah Al-Asr, it starts, A'udhu billahi minash shaitani rajim, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, Wal Asri, Innal Insana Lafi Khusrin. Okay. Do you see the oath here? Wal Asri?
Yes.
Do you see Inna in here?
Yes.
Okay. Do you see the Lam Taqid, Lafi?
Yes.
Yes. So do you see 3 levels of emphasis in this sentence?
Yes.
What is the 4th level? Who is making the statement?
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So are you going to be now seriously looking into this statement, like what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying?
Yes.
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 Okay. Alhamdulillah. Now show of hands. You saw this now from the Quran, and now you can understand the whole thing wholeheartedly, that what is happening over here. Wal Asri, first level of emphasis. Inna, Inna harfe tawqid. And Al Insana, is Al Insana in the status of nasab?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And Wal Asri, by the way, this is a preposition. So the word Al Asri is in the status of jar.
Yeah.
Is this murakkab jari?
Yes.
Yes.
Alhamdulillah.
And this fi and khusrin.
Another.
This is also
This
jari.
is also
Jar al
harf
majrur.
jar, right?
Harfu
So-
jar and jar al majrur.
So this khusrin is in the status of jar. Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Now let's reverse engineer. The actual statement was like this without the emphasis. Al insanu fi khusrin. Yes, Brother Ghani, you have a question?
Yeah.
Okay. You see, if you reverse engineer this statement in the Quran, if you make it without the emphasis, you removed the oath, you remove the inna, and you remove the lam taqid, then the statement would have been al insanu fi khusrin. The mankind is in loss. Yes. What is the translation of al insanu fi khusrin? Al insanu mean the man or the mankind. Fi in khusrin, loss. The mankind is in loss. Brother Ashfaq, you have a question? Okay.
Yeah, one question.
Yes.
Normally we studied that the in now should come in front, right? But here
Yes.
we
Okay, but look, it's still in the beginning, but there is an oath before it, which is a separate
Okay.
statement, right?
Okay.
Okay, so you're right, but this is a separate ayah, by the way. Wal asri.
Okay.
So can you see this is insana and this is insanu? Yes.
Yes.
Is this rafa insanu?
Yes.
Okay, so is this my mubtada?
Yes.
And fi khusrin is the mutalik jar majroor?
Jar
Yes.
majrur.
So is the khabar missing here?
Yes.
Yes. So can we take fi khusrin as the acting khabar?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Alhamdulillah. So if you remove all 3 levels or 4 levels of the emphasis, the simple ayah will become al insanu fi khusrin. Yeah. Now put inna. Okay. Inna. Then the moment the inna will come, al insanu will change into al insana. Yes.
Yes.
Right? Because from rafa to nasab. Because what does inna do? Inna brings the subject to nasab. Yes. Can we bring inna and lam in the same statement? Yes. So they have to be separated a little bit. So the lam was introduced on the fi. This is fi, and you attach the lam to it. It'll become lafi khusrin. Yes. There's a 2 levels of emphasis. But then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bring another emphasis, saying by time. I am taking an oath by time. And then that's the 3rd level of emphasis. And 4th is because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is making this statement. So this is a super, super important statement. Yeah. A show of hands that now you can appreciate this ayah and you can see that this is coming from a person of authority. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the ultimate authority. If he's telling you this, there must be something we should stop and ponder. Why is he saying that? Wal asri innal insana lafi khusr. Yeah. Okay. there's so much quiet from the rest of the people. I don't know if they even exist in the class.
Amazing,
Alhamdulillah,
Alhamdulillah,
it's going very
mesmerizing.
good.
Yeah.
Okay, one at a time. I want some feedback. So starting with Sister Aisha, you were saying
Ji, Assalamu alaikum, brother Abid ji, amazing, mashallah से, जज़ाकल्लाह खैर. वाकई अब मीनिंग ही वो चेंज हो गया जिस तरह रोज पढ़ते हैं.
जी,
वल
जी.
असर इन्नल इंसान लफी खुसर. Thank you so much.
Okay, Jazakallah
Thank
khair.
you.
Brother Imran Subhani, you were saying something?
जी अस्सलाम वालेकुम। मैंने कहा यार आउटस्टैंडिंग, अभी हमने इस सूरा को अब पहली दफा एक डिफरेंट नजर में देखा है
जी
और इसको अब ग्रामेटिकली हम समझने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, जो कि हम बचपन से पढ़ते आ रहे हैं इस सूरा को।
जी जी
जज़ाकल्लाह खैर।
Alhamdulillah. The one of the scholar said, if the whole Quran was not revealed and only this surah was revealed, this surah would have been sufficient for mankind to come on the right path. Yeah. So inshallah later today we will have a brief look at the meaning of this whole ayah. But inshallah, anybody else who wants to comment, because I want to hear from different people.
Yes, brother.
Yes.
Okay, one at a time. Brother Zulfkar and then Brother
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi.
Waalaikum brother.
Abhishek. Yeah, so definitely this is one of my favorite surahs.
MashaAllah.
In my prayers, and the only word I knew was emphasis was inna. That's it. I didn't know that wal has emphasis and la has emphasis as well.
Alhamdulillah.
So yeah, it's very good to notice like this one of my favorite surahs, and as you mentioned, the lessons behind it of being patient when things don't go right is a very good one. Jazakallah.
Okay, good job. Brother Ijaz, go ahead. Brother Ijaz, you're
Yes, Brother Abid.
Ji.
Alhamdulillah, we have complete understanding of this surah. As you have rightly said, that if whole Quran would not have been revealed, only this surah, then that would be a complete code of conduct that we are going through. But the content of this surah, we have complete understanding of this, how much emphasis is given in this surah. And further down the surah, there are 4 effects that we need to act to go into the Jannah.
Please, I understand, but we're not going in there right now. Inshallah, we'll talk about it. Just wanted to get your understanding that how the understanding of the grammar can change the meaning of the ayah or the value of the importance of the ayah in our mind when we understand.
Yeah, Alhamdulillah.
Yeah, Jazakallah khair. Anybody else before we go on the break?
MashaAllah, Brother Abid, very good explanation of Inna and La. So before we recited so many times, but we never paid attention on Inna and Lafi, what these words are doing. Now we know.
Yeah, that's why I had to build up the concept in step by step to guide you to the climax.
MashaAllah, may Allah give you reward for that.
Alhamdulillah, may Allah accept it from us. So this now climax should make us understand that why are we trying to understand Inna, why are we trying to understand the Lafi, and what is the role of the oath. Brother Ghani, you have a question or you want to comment?
No, it's great. It's just another perspective of looking. With those stress, it just means a lot that we should be putting stress in understanding and implementing those things what Allah is telling us.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
Brother Javed? Brother Javed, you want to say something? You're muted.
Yeah, sorry. There is one question, Abul Bhai, if you don't mind. So this is wal asr. This is waw istanafia, right?
No. This is a waw of, you can call it waw istanafia because it is the starting of the sentence, but that doesn't change the meaning that it is an oath.
Yeah. So the waw is harf-e jara here is working.
This is still harf-e jar, yes.
Yeah, like fi and waw is harf-e jara like that.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, thank you very much.
Right. Jazakallah khair. Anybody else before I go for the break? Okay. So inshallah 11:05. Let's meet on 11:15, and we have inshallah more examples to go over inshallah. Okay. Jazakallah khair. See you in a few minutes. Don't leave the meeting. Just mute yourself and come back inshallah in 10 minutes.
Inshallah.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
Ji. Okay. Inshallah. Let's see. Okay, inshallah, if everybody's back, let me know. We have more interesting stuff to share with you. A quick show of hands will be enough for me to get started, inshallah. Okay, good. All right. Okay. All right. So we're gonna start with the Quran corpus, and I wanted to show you this ayah in a more graphical way, so you guys can see. Wal asri is jar majroor, and we know that jar majroor we call it muta'alliq. Innal insana ismu inna and khabru inna. Lafi khusrin again harf tawqid and majroor and is muta'alliq. Now when you read the information here, it says wal asri jar wa majroor. By the way, are you guys back or am I talking to myself?
We are back.
A show of hands that you guys are back. Okay, good. Only 2 hands. I only see 2 hands so far.
And get my hand on this one.
Now I see more hands. Okay. Okay, good. Mashallah. So looks like everybody's back. Okay, cool. So see, one way to learn is to use this tool, and you can graphically see all those details we have been talking about. So by the time, walasri, by the time, inna, indeed, al-insana, mankind, is surely in, lafi, is surely in loss, khusrin is loss. Khasara, Urdu में हम कहते हैं khasara. Brother Rabbani, you have a question or you just raise your hand? You can lower it if you don't have a question. Okay, good job. Thank you. So you see here that this tool can give you, Brother Ghani, you have a question or you just raising?
No, there's INNA ACC. What does ACC stand for?
This is, you know, the harfi, let's look at here. See, accusative particle, ACC.
Okay.
Harfi
Okay,
nasab.
okay.
See?
Because the
So-
other one is emphasis.
Yes.
The one which
So-
is...
Yeah, so we call it both accusative and as a harf tawqid, right? Harf tawqid inna. So by reading down here, you will definitely going to increase your knowledge about Arabic grammar. So it's saying this wa is oath and this p mean is a preposition. You see? If you had any doubts about it, now when you're reading it, you can tell me that this is a preposition, right? And al-asri is n. N mean it is a noun. And when you see the word genitive, that means it's in the status of jar, right? So the nominative is rafa, accusative is nasab, and genitive is jar.
Jar.
And masculine is this word, this noun is masculine, it's mudakkar, because we don't see any sign of the female categories we learn. And is it a noun? Yes, it is a noun, right? In plain Arabic, you can say jar wa majroor, or you can say jaru wa isma majroor. You know, it's all up to you. So you will see all kind of jargon here. Inna harf nasab. Over here, they could have also said slash harf taqid. Yes. Al-insana is accusative masculine noun, ism mansub. This is a noun in the status of nasab. We know that. This lam, we know that we call it lam tawqid. Lam tawqid means the lam of emphasis. So there is a lam of negation, there is a lam of preposition, and this is the lam of tawqid. But the lam of the negation is not lam, it's the la, is the actual with the alif in there, right? And this khusrin is a noun. And why again genitive? Because it is in the status of jar. And over here, they choose to call it ism majroor. When they call it ism majroor, that means the noun is in the status of jar. So a quick show of hands that definitely this tool can increase your knowledge if you are interested. If you're not interested, then I really cannot force you, right?
It's a super important.
Yes. And the thing is, the more important it is, the more neglectful we are about it. I personally gained a lot of knowledge based on this tool, just by reading it. Not because I'm smart, only by spending more time. Yes. And trying to focus on, oh, what is this? What did this mean? What does this P mean? What is this now? And simply it's written in in front of my eyes. I can just read it and I can go from here. Yeah. Okay. Now, let's go to the next topic, and I'm sure you will appreciate this one even more because you see this all the time. Now, how many people remember Huwa, Huma, Hum from the lesson 1, module 1? Remember?
Alhamdulillah, yes.
Yes, from day 1, I've been saying that the Quran is full of these. And if you learn these, you learn a major portion of the Quran or Quranic verses. You will start to understand. So what do we say on the first one? This is Huwa. So this is Rafa. These are all Rafa ones, right? Yes. Is the
Yes.
Huwa, Huma, Hum is the Rafa ones?
Yes.
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 And the Hu, Huma, Hum is the Nasab one?
Yes.
Okay. Now, if I take the word inna and if I use these pronouns, which one I'm going to pick? Huwa or who?
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 Why?
Also one who.
Because after inna, I'm expecting nasab. Am I expecting nasab after inna?
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So this inna will become innahu,
Innahuma.
innahuma, and the meaning of innahu is indeed he. Innahuma, indeed they
They
both.
both.
Innahum, indeed they
Indeed,
all.
They all.
all.
Male or female?
Male.
Yeah.
Male.
Male.
Okay.
Male.
Innaha, indeed she. Innahuma, indeed they both female.
Mm.
Innahunna,
They all
female.
okay,
female.
let me say it and you just listen for now, right? And inshallah, try to understand this and we'll come back to this. So, innahunna, they all female. Innaka, indeed you, male. Innakuma, indeed you both, male. Innakum, indeed you all male. Then innaki, indeed you female. Innakuma, indeed you both female. Inna kunna, indeed you all female. Innani or inni, you will find in the Quran both. You will find sometime innani or you will find simply inni. And this is interesting because next time when you're reading Quran, you will find both versions in the Quran. And for the na will be inna na or inna. Now with a show of hands, have you seen these a lot in the Quran? Lots of time, very frequently.
Yes.
Innahu, innaha.
Frequently, yeah.
Yes. Okay. Now you understand what is coming, what is happening here. Between the Rafa and the Nasab version, the moment we put inna, we are going to look at the Nasab ones. And they get attached to inna. So is the who is the subject here?
Yes.
Yes.
Is who is the mubtada?
Yes.
Yes. Now, when we dealing with the pronouns, do we have the third person, second person, and first person?
Yeah.
Yes. So, innahu, third person. Innaka, second person.
Musanna.
Innani, first person. Yes. Now, let's look at the example. Innahu tabibun. Innahu tabibun. Yes. Indeed, he is a doctor. Now, is tabibun mubtada or khabar?
Khabar.
Khabar, because mubtada is
Who?
this who. Agree? Because this is
Yeah.
and is a attached pronoun marifa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Marifa. And the mubtada is supposed to be marifa.
Yes.
Yeah.
Aisha, your video is on now. Mr. Aisha? Okay, Jazakallah khair. So, innahu tabibun, indeed he is a doctor. Now, I want to say, indeed you are a doctor. What am I going to say? I'm talking to a male. So, brother,
Innaka?
innaka tabibun. Indeed, you are a doctor. Yes?
Yes.
Now, I want to say to Sister Anjum that indeed you are a doctor. How are you going to say it, Sister Anjum?
Inni tabibun.
No, no.
Or innani tabibun.
Innaki. I'm saying you are.
Oh, sorry. Innaki tabibun.
Why is that innaki? Because I'm talking to a female. If I say I am a doctor, I'm going to say inni tabibun or innani tabibun. If I say we all are doctors, we're going to say innana tabibun.
Tabibun.
Inna tabibun. Yes, I can use. Now let's look at this. Is this inna harfe tawqid wa nasab?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Is this who ismu inna?
Yes.
Is this tabibun khabru inna?
Yes.
Okay. The pronoun damir is always mansoob, right? When it is
Yes, that's
attached to
true.
inna. What
Attached
kind
to
of question for you? What kind of pronoun we need when we are using with inna?
Attached.
Attached pronoun.
Attached pronoun.
MashaAllah, may Allah reward you. Now, this one, same analysis applied to all of them. I mean, I only put, because of the room, only the innahu. You can make this sentence 14 times based on all of these pronouns. Yes, Brother Ghani, question?
Yeah. The last one, the inni and innani. What is the difference between the two?
There is no difference, but these are two different ways of writing. Yeah.
Because inni, I've seen it a lot. Innani is not.
It is also there, but inni also frequent. So a shortcut of innani is inni.
England.
Thank you.
Got it? If you want to say innani in a short form, you're going to say inni. Okay? But there is indeed in there. Okay, Jazakallah khair. So now please note the two different variations of these two pronouns. Okay? So we saw that. Yeah? Now we're going to do the exercise. Who wants to be my first volunteer?
Pick me.
Pick you? Okay, Brother Mujib.
Yes.
Al-Muslimu Sadikun.
Yeah.
Muslim is truthful. The Muslim is truthful. Now you are going to add inna to it. So what are you going to say?
Innal Muslima Sadiqun.
Innal Muslima Sadikun. What did you do?
I changed this Rafa to Nasab.
Okay, you change nasab where?
The Muslim to Muslima.
So al-Muslimu is the mubtada.
Mubtada, and it's become isme inna.
Inna and khabru inna. Yes? Okay, very good job. Sister Anjum. Al-Muslimani Sadikani. How many Muslim are we talking about?
Two.
Two. So what will be the answer if you add inna to it?
Innal Muslimaini Sadiqani.
Innal Muslimaini Sadiqani. Because the khabar will not change. The change will happen on the mubtada. Al-Muslimani is Rafa and Al-Muslimaini is the nasab of dual. Yeah? Okay, Brother Javed. Al-Muslimuna Sadikuna. Add inna to it.
Innal Muslimaini.
Muslimaini?
Innal Muslimina Sadiquna.
MashaAllah. Innal Muslimina Sadikuna. Now, with a show of hand, the rest of the people, can you understand this? Alhamdulillah. Okay, Sister Anmol, the next one is for you. Al-Muslimatu Sadikatun.
Innal Muslimata Sadiqatun.
Al-Muslimata Sadikatun. Very good. And you simply change the Rafa to Nasab. Yeah. Okay, Al-Muslimatu here is Mubtada and Sadikatun is Khabar. After Inna, what are you going to call Al-Muslimata?
Ismu Nasab. It's
No, Ismu Inna.
Ismu Inna or Khabru Inna.
Khabru Inna. MashaAllah. Jazakallah khair. Okay. Brother Ijaz. Al-Muslimatani Sadikatani.
Innal Muslimataini Sadikatani.
MashaAllah. Innal Muslimataini Sadikatani. Muslimataini is the nasab version of Muslimatani. Sister Ruksar, this one is for you. Al-Muslimatu Sadikatun. Add inna to it.
Innal Muslimata Sadiqatun.
Okay, think again, because there is no ta in the plural, because this is Jama Salim Mon, right? Just just focus on the nasab version of Al Muslimatu. You need some time, or should I help you? Okay.
I need help.
Okay, look, remember this. Muslimatun, Muslimatin, Muslimatin. Yes. Muslimatun, Muslimatin, Muslimatin. So the nasab of Muslimatun is Muslimatin. So now what will be the answer?
Innal muslimati sadiqatun.
Mashallah. Innal Muslimati Sadikatun. So my recommendation to you, module 1, focus on the status of Jama Salim, Muannas, and in altogether how to find the status of different nouns. Yeah, but good job. Okay, Brother Ghani, Innal Muslima Sadikun. I want to create double emphasis, so I want you to add the lam ta'kid to it.
Innal Muslima la sadiqun.
Sadikun, mashallah. Okay. So Innal Muslima la Sadikun. A show of hands, the rest of the people can follow this. Alhamdulillah. Okay, Sister Homa. Sister Homa, are you with us today?
Assalamu alaikum. Yes,
Wa alaikum salam. Innal Muslimina Sadikani. Double emphasis.
Innal Muslimina la sadiqan.
Okay, this is Innal Muslimina Sadikani. Okay. So Innal
Muslimaini la sadiqani.
Jazakallah khair. Innal Muslimaini Sadikani. Innal Muslimina la Sadikani. Okay. Brother Shahbaz, Innal Muslimina Sadikuna. Brother Shahbaz? Yeah.
Innal Muslimina la Sadiquna.
MashaAllah. Very good job. Very good job. Okay. Sister Unaiza, Innal Muslimata Sadikatun.
Innal Muslimata la sadiqatu.
Very good job, mashallah. Good job. Brother Jaz, have you answered already? I think you did. Okay, Brother Taj, Innal Muslimataini Sadikata.
Yes, Brother Abed, I have answered.
Okay, good. Brother Taj, you are next. Innal Muslimataini Sadikatani. Okay, Brother Taj is Brother Ashfaq. Innal Muslimataini Sadikatani.
Innal Muslimataini li sadiqatani.
Okay, mashallah. Very good. Sister Rihana, Innal Muslimati Sadikatun.
Innal Muslimati la Sadiqatun.
Very good job, mashallah. So looks like it, you all understand the concept, and now it's very easily, you're able to make these sentences, right? Okay. All right. So we are out of the interactive exercises, but we have a lot more here. Brother Mujib, question?
Yeah, the question is this: can we add ba instead of lam, lam ta'kid?
Why would you need ba there?
I'm just asking. That came up in my mind. Just thought about it.
Okay, no, I don't think so. Not in the when you're creating emphasis, you use inna and the lam ta'kid. Okay.
Okay.
So that was for the negation. Okay.
Okay.
Sister Aisha. Now there was the turn of brother or sister.
Ji. Assalamu alaikum.
So Sister Aisha, Inna Allaha Ghafurur Rahim. And by the way, these are references from the Quran. So you are looking at the real verses here. Yeah.
Ji.
So what do you see in Allaha Ghafurur Rahim? What kind of emphasis we have in here? 1, 2, or 3, or 4? How many levels?
In Allah. I will say one emphasis.
Okay. And because of
inna.
Okay. Okay. So which one is Ismo Inna and which one is the Khabar?
Ismo Inna is the Allah.
Ismu Inna is Allah. Very good.
And Ghafurur Rahim is basically Murakkab Tawsifi.
Murakkab Tawsifi. Yes, good
And
job.
it is the Khabar. Ismu
Khabar.
is Inna Khabar.
Khabru Inna.
Khabru Inna.
Very good job, mashallah. So, Inna Allah Ghafurur Rahim. Surely Allah is forgiving, merciful. Okay. So, we have seen this a lot in the Quran, mashallah. Brother Faiz, Inna Allah Sariul Hisab. Okay. So, what do you see here? How many levels of emphasis?
One
Okay.
in Inna.
Okay. And what do we name Inna? What is the name of Inna? How do we call it? Is it Harfo? Is Harfe? Remember, we gave it two names.
Yes.
First, it creates emphasis.
Yes.
So, what do we call our emphasis in Arabic? Taqid.
Harfe Taqid, yes.
Or Tawqid. The two ways. Taqid or Tawqid. Yeah?
Yeah.
And what is the status of the Lafz Jalala Allah in this ayah?
The status is Nasab.
Nasab. Now, you don't sound very confident.
No, I was just thinking for a minute. Sorry.
But what is the one of the characteristics of Inna? What does it do?
It puts emphasis.
Its emphasis is one character. The second.
Yeah, it also negates.
No. Inna doesn't negate.
Inna doesn't negate.
It is nasab. It creates the nasab on
yes.
So the second name for Inna is Harfo Nasab.
Harfo Nasab, yes.
Okay, so this information we need to store in long-term memory. So the rest of the people who are listening, I may ask you these questions. So pay attention, inshallah. So, Brother Faiz, what is this Sariul Hisab? Is this a Murakkab?
Yes, and Sariul Hisab is the Khabar.
Yes, Sariul Hisab is Khabar. But what is Sariul Hisab? What kind of Murakkab is Sariul Hisab?
It's coming as attached to a Nasab. So it's a Murakkab. It's not a Murakkab Tawsifi.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Now the word Sari'u.
Yes.
Do you see any tanween on there?
No.
Do you see any al on there?
Not on Sari. I see al on the
Okay.
Hisab.
So that's why I'm asking. Because if there is no al and no tanween on the first noun,
yes,
what murakkab are we mostly going to get into?
I think it will be Murakkab Tawsifi.
No.
Yeah. No al and no tanween.
Yes.
That's the first kind of Murakkab.
Yeah, but what kind of murakkab is which has no tanween and no al? And then on the second one is al is there and the hisabi is in the status of jar. These are all the hints I could give
al
you.
hisabi I know is Murakkab Jari.
No.
No? Okay, then I'm confused. Sorry.
Okay. So you really need to go back and you need to clarify your murakkabat. Okay. Okay. So I need a sister, Sister Oneza. Could you please tell me what is Sariul Hisab? What kind of murakkab is
Is
it?
Idafa. So it's Murakkab Idafi, and so that's Mudaf and Mudafun alayh.
Mudafun alayh. Can Mudafun alayh be khabar?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So in this situation, is it going to be khabar or is it khabru inna?
It's khabru inna.
Okay, mashallah. Okay, let's look at the next one, and I think you can work with me. Inna Allaha ala kulli shay'in qadir. Inna Allaha ala kulli shay'in qadir. Now, I can give you a hint already. There are two murakkabat in here.
Yes.
And there is a regular khabar and there is a mubtada here. So, can you tell me what kind of murakkabat we are dealing with?
Sure. So Murakkabat ala kulli is Murakkabe jari. Ala or ala is harfe jar and kulli.
Let's start this way. Let's start this way.
Sure.
Kulli shay'in. What kind of murakkab is this? Kulli shay'in.
Kulli shay'in is kulli shay'in is idafa structure.
Murakkab izafi. Yeah.
Murakkabe izafi.
Okay.
Yes.
And ala is harfe jar.
Yes.
So is it? This will be ala will be harfe jar and kulli shay.
Kulli shay'in together is majroor.
Majroor. Mashallah.
Yes.
So is this muta'alliq, by the way? Ala kulli shayin wal jar majroor.
Exactly, because qadirun is the khabar and this is mutaliq and in Allah is the mubtada.
MashaAllah. Okay, are we going to call it mubtada?
No, ismu sorry. Ismu
Ismu
inna.
inna. And the khabar is
Khabru inna.
Qadiru. Qadirun is the khabru inna. Yes?
Khabru inna.
And
Yes.
ala kulli shayin is the muta'alliq.
Mutaliq.
Is this a nominal sentence?
Yes.
Okay. Are all of these nominal sentence so far?
Yes, so far.
And why we say that? Because inna usually comes on what kind of sentence?
On what kind of nominal sentence? Yes.
Right?
That's right. And also because Allah is noun as well.
Yes. So we now putting all that information we have collected from the beginning of the class, and now we can see inna will always come in the front of a nominal sentence. Agree?
Yes.
Okay. Show of hands. Then the rest of the people are learning on behalf of the people who are answering this question at the moment, and your concept is getting better and better, right? Okay. Brother Ghani, you are next. Inna rahmatallahi qareebun.
I'm getting a second chance.
Well, we are not done. I mean, we have to
Okay.
revolve now, right? Okay, before I ask you, let me see who I have not asked. Okay, Brother Zulfkar, could you please tell me, Inna rahmatallahi qareebun, what's happening here? And I know that you are not very fond of grammar, but whatever little you can tell me.
My grammar story is very poor.
It's
Even
okay.
in English, my grammar was very poor. Sorry.
Inna rahmatallahi qareeb. Okay, in the
So
context.
certainly the rahmah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is near is the.
So can I say that there is a rahmatullahi? What is rahmatullahi? And you read it here. It says mercy of Allah.
Mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
What kind of murakkab is that? Like, what is the name we have been giving something like this? Okay, you
Well,
know the
murakkab,
murakkabat are rahmatullah is the mercy of Allah. Is it
right.
tawsifi, ishari, jari, or idafi? Let me give you help. Is there a relationship? Mercy of Allah. Is there a relationship?
Yeah. It's
So the name for the relationship is murakkab.
Ishari?
There is no ishara here.
It's not meant. Okay.
Now,
So,
what did
Tawsifi Jari?
No. Remember this Sariul Hisab?
Right.
What did Sister Uneza called it? Murakkab? Murakkab Idafi. Yes?
So what does Izafi here like?
Okay.
I'm trying to translate in English, but even in English, my grammar is poor, so I don't know.
And the possessor. Izafi is mudaf, mudafun ilayh, possessed and possessor.
Okay.
In this letter, in this sentence, Allah is the possessor.
Right.
He is possessing the rahmah, mercy.
So you call it Ish.
So this rahmatullahi is murakkab idafi. And murakkab idafi together is the mubtada for inna rahmatullahi qareeb. And qareeb is the khabar. So we call rahmatullahi ismu inna and qareebun khabru inna. Yeah?
Thank you.
Okay, good. Sister Munira, I know you have joined us. So can I ask you a question? Inna hazihi tazkira. Surely this is a reminder. Have we seen this ayah in the Quran? Sister Munira, are you with us? You are muted. You may have to unmute yourself. Okay, maybe she's busy. Brother Imran.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa assalam. Brother Imran, inna hazihi tazkira. Okay, surely this is a reminder. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so what can you tell me about this sentence? Which one is mubtada, by the way?
Hadihi.
And what kind of mubtada is this?
This is isme ishara, where we
Ismi ishara, that's very good. Okay, is it feminine ishara or is it masculine ishara?
Feminine ishara.
And how do you know?
Due to ha at the end.
Okay, because there is a goal ha here, hazihi.
Yeah.
And haza is for male and hazihi is for female. Okay, now this word tazkira, is this the khabar?
Yeah, this is the khabar.
Okay. Then is it male or female?
This is also female because we have a ta marbuta.
Very good job. Okay, this word inna, what do we call it? What are the two names we have been giving inna?
Yeah, one name is like Isme Inna and
No.
Ismu Inna
Ismo inna and khabro inna.
and
That is
Khabru Inna.
fine. But what do we call inna itself? Harfo?
Harfo, what is called Mansub.
Harfe mansub, and the second one is harfe?
Yeah, Harfe Mansub and Harfe Inna.
Harfe taqid.
Ismu Inna. Harfe Taqid.
Yeah.
Harfe Taqid. Yeah.
So remember these little things, they will really help you. Okay.
Okay.
Who else? Sister Anmol, I'm coming back to you now. Innaha kalimatun. What can you tell me about this?
إنها is مبتدا
Innaha
subject.
is mubtada or ismo inna, yes.
Yes, and kalimatu is خبر إن.
Khabar. Now, is kalimatun feminine?
Yes,
Okay. So this ha is attached pronoun?
yes, and it's a feminine
Feminine, right. And is it a
person.
third person? MashaAllah. So indeed, and surely it is not a mere word. So it says by no means, surely it is a mere word. Okay. Jazakallah khair. Brother Ghani, innaha shajaratun. Innaha shajaratun. Can you decipher this one for me?
Yeah. So inna is our harfu taqid.
And okay.
And ha is the attached pronoun.
Very good.
And that is our mubtada.
Okay. What do we call it? What do you call mubtada?
We call it ismo inna.
Okay.
Right. And shajaratun is the khabar.
Khabar.
And that's a female.
Okay,
and
very good.
Ismu khabar.
Very good. So inna this ha, this is the attached pronoun you mentioned, right?
Yes.
What is the status of this one?
Status is nasab.
Nasab.
Because with inna comes the harfu nasab.
Very good job.
Automatically it becomes nasab.
Very good job. That's what I'm trying to check with you. Alhamdulillah. Very good job. Now, have I covered everyone asking a question? Did I miss anyone? And does anyone want to participate and they want to volunteer?
You miss me, sorry.
Mr. Anjum? Okay. Now, over here for you from Surah Al-Baqarah, Innaha bakaratun safra'u. Bakaratun safra'u. Surely she is a yellow cow. So what can you tell me about this?
So it is starting with inna, so it's ismo inna. Ha is ismo inna, so
Okay.
it is in nasab status, and that is subject or mubtada. And baqaratun safarao, that is murakkabi tawsifi, and baqaratun is cow, safarao is yellow. So both are female.
Murakkabi tawsifi together as a khabar.
Khabar.
Khabro inna.
Yeah, khabro inna. Yes, khabro.
Okay, and because the bakaratun safraun, is this both feminine?
Yes, feminine.
Okay. So that's why innaha.
Innaha baqaratun, yes.
Okay, if I had said innahu bakaratun safra'u, would that be correct or wrong?
No, that will be wrong.
Because who is for male?
Yes, that will be male, right? Innahu, yes.
MashaAllah. Okay. Now, Brother Javed, innal munafiqina fi darkil asfali. Can you tell me something about this?
Yes. Inna is harf taqid.
Very good.
Al munafiqina is mubtada, and that has converted into nasab, munafiqin.
Very good.
And fit darak is jar majroor.
Okay, but before you know the rule is, or we have to start from the left. Ad-darkil asfali. See, ad-darkis asfali. What is the meaning of ad-darkil asfali?
Lowest
Lowest stage. Darkis asfali. Is that a murakkab?
Yes.
What kind?
Murakkabe Tawsif.
Murakkabe Tawsifi, mashallah. So this Murakkabe Tawsifi coming after the harf jar fi.
Yes.
So what is the ism majroor?
I did not get your point.
Okay, after this is ism majroor. This is harf jar. Yeah. Harf jar supposed to have ism majroor. Yes.
Yes.
So what is ism majroor in this case?
Ad-Darki.
Ad-Darkil Asfali. Yes, because the whole Murakkab Tawsifi is going to be the ism majroor for fi. Yes. Now the word Ad-Darki and Al-Asfali, what is the status of both?
Majroor.
Majroor. Why?
Because of harf jara.
Jazakallah khair. Now the rest of the people who are looking, this is a longer ayah. Can you see the point we just discussed here with Brother Javed? Can everybody understand what we were talking about?
Yes.
Okay. Alhamdulillah. So in these ayat, can you agree that now we understand because of module 1, because we understand the nouns, we understand the 4 properties of the nouns, that the status of the noun, the gender of the noun, the number of the noun, and the type of the noun. How many people can agree with me on that? Then module 1 was the building foundation of our understanding.
Foundation.
If we don't know module 1, we are not on any strong foundation. The second foundation, that what is the nominal sentence and what is a fragment. Murakkab jari, murakkab ishari, murakkab tawsifi, murakkab idafi. If you don't understand those, then you are still missing out a lot. Agree?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Now I am nowhere close to finishing it. There are, mashallah, 5 pages, and we are about to get out of time or run out of time. So these are in the student portal as an attachment of Quranic examples. Yeah. I would like you to take a piece of paper and pencil, write it down with your own hand, and then do the exercise of saying this is inna, harfe tawqid, this is mubtada or ismo inna, khabro inna. Write down all those details based on my slides like this. If I show you what I mean. For example, this one, and for example, this one. You see how I break it down for you guys? And especially this one. This one is a good chance. So can you take all of these or some of these verses and make a chart like this for your own self? Not for me, but for your own self. Or like this. Take the one where the emphasis is and try to remove the emphasis. Try to make double emphasis. Try to make, oath. Try to make all these changes which I've shown you. Is that going to improve your understanding, inshallah?
Sure.
Yes.
Okay.
Inshallah.
And again, we will continue this in the next session, inshallah, because we are giving 2 sessions to each subject. So the one thing I couldn't cover today is this one. Okay. But I want to quickly show you. This is inna wa akhawatuha. Inna and its sister. Is this our topic of discussion?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Is inna one of the very first one? Because inna is the one and then the rest are called sisters, right? So inna
Yes.
is the most important one. Now look at this column alif. Alif mean column A and ba column B. Yeah. Allahu qadirun ala kulli shay'in. Allah is over everything. He is all powerful or is in control of everything. Is the word Allahu in the status of Rafa?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Over here, status is Rafa. The moment you bring it inna, what happened to the lafz jalala Allah?
Nasab.
Nasab.
Now you understand why the change is from Allahu to Allah. Look, and now you should also understand why tajweed and these understanding is important for the Quran. You need to understand this because you can change the meaning. These little harakas can change the meaning or the context of the sentence. Yes?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Question, comment? Okay. So inna Allaha qadirun ala kulli shay. The rest of the information did not change because this is the khabar and ala kulli shay'in is the muta'alliq part. Yeah? Okay. Ar rasulani. How many? Ar rasulani. Two. Two rasul. Yes?
Yes.
Ani
Yeah.
sound. Ani sound is the dual sound. Yes?
The dual sound, yeah.
So what will happen if you bring anna? Rasulaini.
Laylaini.
Yes? Al-mu'minuna jama salim. Mudhakkar. Yes?
Yeah.
The nasab will be mu'minina.
Mu'minina.
Yes?
Yes.
Al-muslimatu jama salim muannas. Rafa. Al-muslimati when you put inna in there. Now with a show of hands, this information now makes sense because we started today and now it is making more sense. Yeah. So if you read this document, inshallah, you will see a lot of details here. See, it says, Inna Allaha qadirun ala kulli shay. Inna is the harf-e tawqeed, intensifying particle. The ism Allah is lafzul jalala. Ismu inna mansub bil fatha. Do we understand all of this now?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes. Qadirun is khabar. Inna marfu'un bid damma. Is the khabru inna. Qadirun is khabru inna and is marfu' bid damma. Is it marfu because of the damma, the page?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So an ala kulli shay is shibu jumla min jari wal majruri. Have we talked about shibu jumla? Have you mentioned?
Jumla
Yes.
cover.
Yeah.
Yes.
Jumla
So
cover, yeah.
another name for jar majrur is shibu jumla. Shibu mean like a jumla, like a sentence. Okay. So again, my brothers and sisters, I cannot stress enough. I personally increase my knowledge by reading these things, these books, okay, and then making it simplified version for you guys. But if you want to increase your own level, you must read some of these things, okay, and try to understand what these little things mean. And then you will be much more smarter in your own domain. Yeah. How many people agree with me?
Yes, we do agree.
Yes.
We have
Yeah.
to put our efforts.
Inshallah.
Right. And
We need
who is it?
effort.
And by the way, when you're putting this effort, by the way, are you wasting that time or you are actually getting reward?
Gaining the time.
Gaining the word.
Because this word, this inna Allaha qadirun ala kulli shay is from the Quran. Yes.
Yeah.
And Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, each letter, not word, each letter is 10 hasanat. Okay. Now let's count together. In this word inna, how many letters we have?
1, 2, 3, 4.
3.
2 letter.
Because there are two noon here.
2
because
and
of
noon,
the
yes,
sunnah.
yeah.
Yes,
But
yes.
So
yeah,
if you're just
inna,
saying inna, you got 30 rewards already. Yeah.
Allah.
Allah, this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Or
4.
there is actually 5. There is another
5.
here. So you got
Double
50 times here. Qadirun, you can do the math. Alhamdulillah, just reading this one ayah and then understanding it, you are actually doing ibadah. Because when you're reading Quran, you're basically doing ibadah.
And
Yes?
on top of that, sorry to interrupt, but
No,
top of that, understanding one ayah is more than offering 100 nafils.
Yeah.
Yes.
True.
Okay, good. Alhamdulillah. So guys, this should motivate us because you're not doing it for me, you're not doing it for yourself, you're doing it for your akhirah, you're doing it for your, and this effort will become light in your grave in the first place. In the akhirah, we don't know yet, but after that, inshallah, akhirah will be lighting too. We'll get nur out of this. But first benefit we'll see in the grave, all this effort we are putting in, 2 hours every week, and then whatever effort we put afterward is becoming hasanat, and we will see them in our grave first. Inshallah. Okay. Yes, Brother Ghani, question?
The topic today was Inna and its sisters.
Yes.
Why not brothers?
You know why?
Yeah, tell me, Imran.
Yeah.
The reason is kalima is a monas word.
Yeah.
That's why.
All right.
Good explanation. Jazakallah khair.
Alhamdulillah.
Okay. Now, since we ran out of time, I want to give you a homework. And I know you don't like the word homework. It's an interesting one, by the way. Okay. What's going on here? Why is it stuck? Okay. What happened here?
Technical issue, brother Abid.
Technical issue. Okay. So here we go. So we're going to go again. Okay. So what I want you guys to do is this. You are going to say something like this. You're going to say, there is a new chat. You're going to go new chat. And you're going to say, list the lessons from Surah Al-Asr with context and background, something like that. You know, you can improve your own question, but let's see. Let me see what happens when I do that. Okay. Surah Al-Asr is giving me this information. Okay. Then it is giving me the context. Okay. And it is telling me some of the information, the context and then lesson. You guys see that? Okay. So the verses are, here are the key lessons from Surah Al-Asr with context and background. The verses by time. Wal Asri. Indeed, mankind is in loss. Inna insana lafi khusr. Except for those who have believed and then done righteous deeds and advised each other to truth and advised each other to patience. Okay. إِلَّا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَعَمِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ وَتَوَاصَوْا بِالْحَقِّ وَتَوَاصَوْا بِالصَّبْرِ. So the immense value of time, lesson and their context. The surah begins with Allah swearing by time, like taking the oath on time, Al-Asr. In the Quran, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala swears by something, it emphasizes its immense importance and serves as a profound point of reflection. Do we understand that now? Because our focus was today how to create emphasis in our sentences. Yes? Al-Asr can refer to time in general, the declining day, afternoon associated with Asr prayer, or an approach, I don't know how to say that word. Lesson. The oath immediately draws attention to the fleeting and precious nature of time. Are we in control of time?
No. No.
Is the time gonna go on whether we take a use of it or not?
Exactly.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And its time feels like it's flying. Yes.
Yes.
You see how fast we are moving forward and we are not realizing how fast things are moving. Right? The days are like hours, months are like days, weeks, and weeks are like days. Yeah. Yeah. So it serves as a reminder that every moment is a valuable gift from Allah and should be utilized wisely. Now, wondering point. Are we utilizing our time wisely?
No.
This is a question for
Actually,
each
no.
one of us.
Yes.
This is the question for each one of us. We have to look inside and see, hey, am I utilizing my time wisely? Yeah. Just as ice melts away, so does our lifespan. And if we do not use it productively, it will be lost. This was particularly relevant in a society where people often engage in frivolous pursuits, meaning useless activities. And it serves as a wake-up call for all generations to prioritize and manage their time effectively, investing it in what truly benefits them in this life and the hereafter. Is this good enough reminder for you and me? Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, certainly.
So look, this is the question. I'm going to even write it down for you in the chat. Okay. So that if you don't know what to do, just go and write this in your Gemini. If you have a Gmail account, go to Gemini and write this question and see what you get. Yeah. I send it to you. The second thing, what happened? I want to send it to everyone. Did you guys get it? Okay.
Yes.
Second thing you can do, you got it or no? In the chat of the Zoom meeting. Yeah. Okay, now let's look. I'm gonna say, give me this information in bullet points. Bullet points. Okay. So I made a mistake here. I can fix it. And let's see what happened. You see, now you get nice bullet points so that it is much easier to understand. Okay. If you don't want the context, yeah, you can just simply say something like list the lessons from Suratul Asr in bullet points, something like this. Okay. And then you see something different. Yeah. Yes. Guys, say something.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So,
Alhamdulillah.
and that is what I was telling you, this is called prompt engineering. So reword your questions, ask in a different way, and maybe you can do the same thing on Meta when you are using WhatsApp. And you can also do this on Copilot. You can also do this in ChatGPT and see which one is more effective or which one is more, detailed. So inshallah, with that, Jazakallah khairan. Alhamdulillah, I believe and I strongly believe that we did a very productive session today, and we have learned a very valuable lesson about the Quranic verses. Yeah.
Yes, alhamdulillah.
So anything? Oh, by the way, brother Anwar is also performing Hajj right now. He went to Makkah with his wife. So make dua for him, and inshallah he will also remember in his duas. And alhamdulillah, my wife and my son is currently in Medina, mashallah, enjoying their time over there. Keep them in your prayers. And my wife told me she was in Riyadul Jannah and she made dua for all of us.
May Allah bless him.
And brother Faiz, I'm still waiting for my food. What's happening with my food?
Let me know where you want it delivered, or you want to come out here to.
No, you tell me. I'm not
Okay,
gonna...
so I will take you out for dinner then. How is that?
Okay, just chilling with you.
Taste of Lahore.
Taste of Lahore sounds good. Yes.
Okay, no, we'll connect offline. But it's not only brother Faiz. What about my 30+ students? Nobody cares about me, I guess. Everybody is so quiet, huh?
No, inshallah, brother Abid. Inshallah.
No worries.
Just, just choose the person, brother Abid, so we can deliver each day. Choose the person we can deliver it
person every day. Okay, all right, okay. So, brother Imran, brother,
I am here also.
do you feel like eating biryani and nihari and all that?
Yeah, why not? All the time.
Okay, then I'm coming over tonight, inshallah.
Oh, yeah, please come join us today. We have some guests also. Really.
That's a joke, like you ask somebody, say, okay, I'm coming over.
No, I'm serious, really. You can join us. I have two friends, one from Calgary. He is visiting me. So please come join me today. I'll send you my address.
I'm just joking. But inshallah, Jazakallah khair for the offer. She put so much food in the fridge that I think by the time she comes back, half of it will be still there, inshallah. But
then maybe I'll come over and help you finish.
Yeah, please. Yeah, that's better. I want you guys to come over and give me some company, inshallah. That's a good plan, inshallah. And bring a one dish with you so that we have a potluck.
Okay.
Inshallah.
Brother Mujib, you have your hand up.
Yeah, I'm going to send some virtual food.
Okay. Have you heard of Skip the Dishes? No?
Yeah, I can send some photos,
Okay, guys. So, alhamdulillah, we had a good laugh at the end. And the important thing is, mashallah, I'm super happy for everybody who went for Hajj, including my friends and family. Mashallah, they're in the best place on the earth and they're in the best time of the year. And the good thing is they're all very aware of us and they're making dua for us. So, may Allah accept the prayers.
May Allah bless them.
So anything correct I said is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Anything wrong I said is purely my fault. Any skip of turn, anything wrong I said, please forgive me. Subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdika wa nashhadu la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Walaikum assalam.
Wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Jazakallah khair.